Good evening. I'll give you just a few seconds to take your seats, and then we'll get started for the evening. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're seated. That's good enough. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We've got a very special evening planned ahead of us. Rich and inspiring night of celebrating the best of press freedom as we honor those who have dedicated their careers to standing tall in its practice and in its defense. I think maybe I'll anchor the news tomorrow with the sound of clinking glasses. That'll be my new open. Clink, clink, good evening. Tonight we recognize the achievements of Eve Burton and the Office of General Counsel at Hearst. Who brought her own fan club tonight, obviously. Also, Alberto Ibargüen and Eric Newton from the Knight Foundation. And my friend and colleague Tom Brokaw, who I'll talk about a little bit later, but the journalism that we witness every day is at the very foundation of the freedom that our nation guarantees its people. Our starting point is that there is a right to information, a right to tell the story, and certainly a right to know the truth. But as we also know, more often we are called on to push back against those who would try to stymie the gathering and reporting of news. It's a stance we can never cede. We owe it to our profession, and we owe it to our audiences. We are fortunate to have the tools and the means, and when needed, the legal recourse to fight back. However, for many of our colleagues overseas, including many who work with our news organizations, there is no court of appeal. There's no reporters committee. There are only beatings and intimidation and jail, and sometimes there is death. We all celebrated last year when Washington Post reporter Jason Rezaian was released from prison in Iran. Let's hope that this year and soon we can also celebrate with Austin Tice, a freelancer for McClatchy and other news outlets who has been held captive in Syria since August 2012. And they are just two examples among many. So as we honor our exemplary defenders of press freedom tonight, let's also take a moment to remember all of our colleagues who can't come home, those who won't come home, and those we believe will come home. Thank you. And please join me now in welcoming Reporters Committee Chairman Pierre Thomas of ABC News.